Hey everybody.
Hey.
Welcome back to Our Life is a Honeymoon, episode number 18.
Woo!
This episode is all about when in relationship with another, close relationship, friend, romantic partner, there are times when one person is going through a tough time and the other person needs to rise up. And that's fine, but also we're going to talk about how the person showing up more with more energy also needs to pay attention to their self-care to prevent burnout. And so, while that is a mouthful, it will make sense.
It will, absolutely.
All right, so let's do it.
All right. The universe brought us together,
That we know.
and together we want to share that story with you.
As well as all of the practices we do to keep our relationship thriving.
Because to us, it feels like our life is a honeymoon.
We want that same joy for all of you. I'm Tim.
I'm Amy, and this is our podcast. This podcast is brought to you in part by Considine Homes, proudly serving your real estate needs in South Florida with honesty and integrity, and offering trusted referral partnerships in all 50 states and beyond. Hey everybody, welcome back to Our Life is a Honeymoon. So as Tim mentioned, as we've been in a relationship together for about 9 years, of course there's going to be times where one of us is going through something and one of us gets to rise up a little bit and be the support system for that partner. We also get to be super conscious, even if our partner is going through something, if we are starting to feel exhaustion or maybe sometimes even unappreciated, it still is important for the partner that is the support partner to make that known. You have to make sure that you're focusing on self-care, because if you deplete yourself and your partner is depleted, you guys are flatlining. So it's all about the dance that we do to make sure we're there for each other and there for ourselves.
Yeah, the communication part, I know for me, it's easy to just try to keep the peace. And so to speak up when, you don't want to kick someone when they're down, like, hey, like I need you to show up when but it is important to just, the communication, being intentional with just speaking about things that are uncomfortable sometimes like this.
Yeah.
So, for example, going through things, I have been going to therapy since 2019. I've been seeing the same therapist. Maybe that I switched once or twice over the last 6 years, 7 years.
A long time ago.
Yeah. And it's been a huge help. I highly recommend it if you're considering therapy. It's something I wish I would have started when I was like 9 or maybe younger.
Yeah.
But so I've been working through traumas from the past. My mom passed away when I was 9. That's something I didn't really address until maybe in the last 7 years, just really feeling those feelings. As a kid, it was easy for me to just kind of move on to the next thing, just for whatever reason. And so, a lot of these old feelings are coming up, and I'm kind of going through grief. And it takes its emotional toll on me. And so this is when I'm kind of losing steam, and Amy kind of shows up more. It's like, all right, maybe I have to cook an extra night. Maybe I have to help Tim with a chore or two. And, nothing major, but it is starting to kind of tilt out of balance. And so Amy, might, I wouldn't say these phases last long, but they last long enough to where it makes a difference in the relationship and how the energy is feeling and flowing. And Amy will speak up if it feels like maybe it's going on too long, or I'm just kind of becoming a shell of a human and not showing up, and it's easy to kind of become isolated and be a shell of a human and just pity party. And so she will speak up and say, hey, like, I know you're feeling X, Y, and Z, but like, are you able to X, Y, and Z? And it's always just feels, it kind of maybe snapped me out of my trance if I'm kind of like wallowing a little bit more than I should be, or it's kind of hard to explain, but.
No, I think you're explaining it beautifully.
Yeah, and I just appreciate, and it's something that I feel like has come with time, is to not try to hold back because of maybe fear of disappointing somebody. Like, oh, Tim's gonna be mad at me because
Oh, yeah.
I say what I need.
Yep. Yeah. And I think that's where we've talked about before. We do weekly calendar checks, and then we have a practice called Fans where we talk about our feelings and our needs. And we do that every Sunday. Not that we can't talk about our needs on a Tuesday, but we make sure every week has a space so that it's a safe space where it's always a safe space with us, but if something's been kind of wearing me down a little bit, it's a time to maybe make an adjustment. I just want to add on that. It's not something we really discussed before, but just to be transparent with people, and maybe somebody in a relationship is going through something similar. When these episodes happen, like Tim said, he kind of isolates, and then maybe it shouldn't be this way, but it is, where when he's kind of walled off, then it kind of plays with my head a little bit, like, oh, is he like feeling less energy towards me? It kind of makes me wonder if anything's going on with you regarding our relationship. And I love that I feel so safe and comfortable that I'm able to talk about that. And I think whenever I mention that I'm starting to feel those feelings, I think that not that I'm doing it to try to manipulate you in any way, but I think that I very much appreciate that when I let you know I'm kind of feeling a little bit rejected in the relationship, even if you're going through something hard, you definitely rise up there. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and just to validate your feelings and listen and support in any way that I can with what I'm capable of.
Yeah,
at
what
that
you
time.
have the ability to do at that time. Yeah,
Well
absolutely. Yeah. So on my end, so struggles that I have 2 children, Star and Phoenix, and we love them dearly. They are fantastic. From time to time over the years, we've ebbed and flowed with, maybe some issues with my ex-husband, and, just different times where the kids are going through things, and it can be really hard on me. I will butcher it, but there's a saying out there, a parent is only as happy as their saddest child. And so if my kids are ever going through something, of course I'm going to be there for them, but it definitely, like, life is very busy. So to set career and personal goals and all these things aside to like focus on your child, like, it can really deplete me a lot. And so that's a time where, especially during today, we had a meeting and our family's kind of going through something right now. And I just let Tim know that, there might be times where I just need a little bit more support. I want to be there for the kids 1,000%. So, maybe likewise, there might be some chores, cleaning up, just picking up little things that you do anyway. But sometimes when the other's going through something, the one that's not kind of leans in a little bit heavier. So, but on that note, like, I know even when I need the support, Tim is really good at still taking some self-care time. Like, so a lot of times he'll go into our bedroom, and he'll just kind of sit back and play his guitar. And I know that that's just kind of the way that he's rebalancing his nervous system. And, I know that if he is going to support me, he needs to take time to support himself as well.
Yeah. And on that note of maintaining a level nervous system is something that it's taken years for me to figure this out, to when to say no, and as we're talking about this episode, and not overcommit myself, even though Amy is like, hey, I need X, Y, and Z, and just because she needs it doesn't mean I have to do it every single time, and it's in the detriment of my own mental health. I've learned to reel it in a little bit, where I'll have to say no, like, hey, if she's like, I need support here, here, and here, and I'm like, all right, I can do 2 out of those 3. And she'll understand, maybe for a minute she'll be like, oh, what? And then it's all good.
I really like that. I'm usually pretty understanding.
But I mean, even if you're not, even like
that's the way it goes.
Yeah,
we have a respect for each other that we're not going to push the other into a zone that causes their own discomfort.
Yeah. And then on the next kind of couple examples we're going to talk about are rather like those were more like life being life, where things kind of come up unexpectedly. There are other times where we kind of know in advance that something's going to come up. So within my example, I signed up for a 2-year online mindfulness meditation teacher certification program. Try to say that
Yeah,
once.
that's a mouthful.
NMTCP. It was a 2-year program, 2023 to 2025. Loved it, but it was a lot of time and investment on my part, and so when I was able to show up less in our relationship because there's only so much time and energy to give out, and so Amy had to adjust to it because it was like before, I had every Monday and every like Thursday for a while. It was just Monday after work. I had to really just kind of do my own thing for a few hours, and it was just
It was online courses.
yes, yeah, online courses and planning for teaching and planning just all sorts of different things.
Yeah, a lot
as
of your
anyone,
weekend time.
just
Yeah.
imagine online school.
Yeah,
that's
for
pretty
sure.
much what it was. And so while she might not have liked it, but she supported it. She said, this is something that you love. I love you. I support you all the way. And it's like maybe I wasn't able to cook dinners less, like maybe just during those 2 years. I mean, it's all a blur now, but I just know that we made it work. There was no guilt. I never felt like I was doing something that was wrong with the relationship. It was something that I was really passionate about, and it was a very intense 2 years, but it felt great. And I just really appreciated the support all along the way. And she even attended some of the classes that I was teaching, and just felt like love all the way. And so thank you.
That is beautiful. You are so welcome. So on my end, something that I have added into my life, but I love it. I lead, it's not even a class, I lead a get-together once a month at our local library called Calm Coloring. It's something that I created to bring community together, and I bring all the supplies, all the adult coloring books, really high-quality markers. I play meditation music, and just people get together for free and join in at the library, and we spend an hour and a half just in conversation, getting to know new people, and coloring, and just kind of also healing our nervous system. We're big on healing our nervous systems. And sometimes Tim will come and show up and participate in the class. But some weeks or months, that is just not something that feels appropriate for him. He might just feel tapped out, and that's okay. I love him to be there, but I'm never going to guilt him for not being there. But then he always does offer, okay, maybe I don't want to exert and be around all these people tonight, but let me come in before it starts and let me come help you set up the tables and the chairs. And I think that's an amazing compromise. And sometimes I say, no, I totally have it. And if I'm just feeling just depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I feel energetically amazing. And if something maybe stressful at work is happening, maybe I feel like I really could use that love and support before I'm about to host 20 or however many people. So on that note, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you letting me know. I would hate for you to be in the class and then burnt out, and then at home, nobody's going to feel good. So it's better I go do that. I fill my cup. You come help. You get some alone time at home, or drive Phoenix to soccer. We got a lot of things we do. But regardless, it's just, really nice to have that support. And I would, in both of these examples, I think excellent that we don't ever guilt, pressure, or just make the other feel badly about it in any way.
Yeah, something I wanted to add, just talking about when to say no with the calm coloring. So I'm a recovering people pleaser, and even though I am doing a lot better than I was, sometimes I'll push myself too hard until I'll get somewhere, and I'll be like, how did I say yes to this? Like my energy is nowhere it should be. And just like one of the recent calm colorings, I was feeling like really anxious and really just, I'm like, all right, like I'm here, like I probably shouldn't be here, but I took a step out, and I like there was a bunch of people coming into the room, and it was like a lot of energy, and I was like, oh my gosh. And luckily I had a little bit of work texts coming in, and so I was like, I'm gonna go outside, and sit down and just respond to these work texts and breathe. And so I
Yeah.
just did that for a few minutes. And so it's like I'm learning, like if I have to, like it's okay to step away
Yeah.
and just like regroup. And but there was a time where it was like all or nothing. Like
Yeah.
I had to leave all the way and go all the way home. But it was like
Yes.
it was like
Yes, yes.
I'm feeling a little burnt, and so let me just take a few minutes. And that kind
Yeah,
of
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great add-on. Great.
yeah. And so overall, the reason we're talking about this is it's something that we're still working on, something that evolved over time. Like I said, like I didn't always know when to say no, and I feel like maybe some people don't think it's ever okay to say no. You know, like no is a full statement, classic. Like the
Yeah.
like me, it's like sometimes like, oh, say yes to life, say yes, yes. Like life is amazing and say yes, but that only for me works to a point to where it's like I've just, there's only so much energy that I have. And so, yeah, it feels good to be in a spot where we're saying yes and no, where it feels right. But to remember that there are times where Amy has to step up, and while I'm feeling depressed or something, or she's stressed out and I get to rise up, but then again, also pulling back and saying like, hey, like I need to take care of myself, and to respect the boundaries of each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, definitely. So the question that we wanted to pose to all of you, in your relationships, do you feel like you might be giving too much? I mean, I think that, like Tim mentioned, I think that's common for a lot of people to just always be the yes person. And so is that something that you feel, and maybe that's wearing you down? Do you feel like, and you might not want to admit it, that you're the person that's always taking and not giving, but that, it's all about you all the time, and that's that? Or do you feel pretty balanced in your relationship? We'd love to hear your story too.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Okay, so we always end our episodes with our happily ever after for today. Just a quick little game to get to know us better. So we are again going to draw a card from our moments. It's a deck with questions for couples. And so the question today, Timothy, what 5 things do you enjoy doing with me?
Oh,
PG, please.
yes. This is a great question.
I know, I love this question.
The first thing that came to mind was Disney.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be hard because I will just copy everything you say, but I don't want to. Okay. Disney.
Yeah. So just going to Disney.
Yeah, good one.
The whole I could talk about that one for hours.
Yeah.
Another thing I really enjoy doing with you is my meditation weekends. Yoga and meditation every weekend. It's when it fits. It's one of my favorite things we do.
Yeah.
I really enjoy our date nights. That's something that we've really started upping our game with trying to be creative with date nights.
Yeah.
It's we've always done fun things together, but the way it's like its own special thing where I get to pick and then you get to pick.
Yeah.
It's really
we go back and forth.
intentional. So that's 3.
Yeah.
All right. 4. I really. Those 3 just popped up on right out of.
Well, I hope you like more than just that.
I enjoy. We recently realized we don't like to, or not we don't like to, or just for whatever reason our life hasn't created it, but going into nature.
Yeah.
We just went to a park about 20 minutes away from our house. I really enjoy being in nature with you. That's
music to my ears.
That's something that we just, we went on a date that I picked was a nature bath. What was it?
Forest bathing.
Forest bathing, nature therapy. That was something that was really, really powerful. And
Yeah.
and as someone that's trying to disconnect from technology more, just nature needs to be prioritized more.
Yes.
And so that's my 4th one.
Yeah. One more, baby.
And I'll say concerts. We always have a fun time at concerts.
Yeah.
That's something that like I enjoyed doing, since I was a kid, and I'm glad that you enjoy it too.
I love them. Me too. Me too. You know what? Being the second person to go is not ideal for this question.
You can say whatever you
Oh,
want.
I sure will. What are 5 things that I enjoy doing with you? Okay, well, I also enjoy going to Disney with you, but I will get specific. I love, my favorite part of Disney are the resorts, checking into the resorts. So just spending time with you, exploring the resorts. We like to go to the gift shops and be in our room and go stand out on the balcony and hug each other and look at our view. And so I really do love doing that very much. Another thing, and yes, you stole my thunder there too, our yoga and meditation mornings. But I was going to say the yoga. I really have fun. I mean, I love the meditation too, but I will say yoga. I have a lot of fun when we do yoga together. We get a good stretch, and it's always mindful, but we always have a few laughs also. And we do yoga. You're so cute. We do yoga in our kitchen, and all our kitties are always circling around, and it's just a special time. And we have a lot of sliding glass doors everywhere, and every morning we've termed it the Forest Friends Cafe because I feed the birds and the squirrels, and so they're always, while we're doing yoga, they're right next to us, just a couple feet away, eating all their food. So that's really special. So that's 2. One thing I love doing with you that we haven't done enough of, and we will do more, is camping. We started that last year.
Maybe the year before.
I remember I was 49, so when I'm 50, I'll be 51 soon. So yeah, maybe the year before. I had never camped before in a tent in my entire life, and I love it. It is such a great, focused time to be together, and I just love it. Something I love doing with you is going to Costco. It's not Tim's favorite, but it's mine. We go once a month. We don't want to overdo it, so we do a monthly Costco run. After we learned that we loved camping together, we learned that we like Costco. We have only been Costco members for about a year and a half, so it's still kind of new. And I don't know, I just have so much fun going through the aisles and looking at all the different things, the price points and the sales, and we just always have such a great time. We're always talking about all the stuff, and we have a great time. And so that's 4, I think. And the last thing I love doing with you is falling asleep with you every night. We don't have a lot of time in our life for TV or movies. We don't do that too much. But we, after many years of me not wanting to have this, we have a TV in our bedroom just because we used to watch one show on the couch, and then we'd wake up at 3 a.m, and I was sleeping peacefully on his lap, and his neck was broken on the back of the couch.
Not actually broken.
Not literally broken, but it wasn't good for Tim. So now we watch one show, maybe Ancient Aliens or something from the History Channel every night. And Tim is very nurturing, and I lay on him and he tickles me and I fall asleep. Yes, it's so nice. I feel like, our lives are very, very busy, and for me, I think Tim can turn things off a little bit easier. And I think because of my job too in real estate, like, people are texting me at 10 o'clock at night. So it can be hard for me to just shut down for bed. And so just that, like, get into bed, and as soon as he touches my back, I'm like, lights out. And it just feels so nurturing and safe. And it's a beautiful way to transition into the next day. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And I enjoy everything else. Life with you is
fun.
The very best. Yeah. Okay. Well, back to the fact that we're with other people.
Yeah, so that brings us to the end of today's episode.
Yeah.
So thank you guys again.
Thank you so much.
For spending these 24.5 minutes with us so far. Ish.
Nope.
And yeah, so you can listen to us anywhere you find your podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all the rest.
Yeah, absolutely. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook under Our Life is a Honeymoon Official, and feel free to DM us there, and we will certainly get back to you.
And if anything from today's episode resonated with you, please feel free to email us at ourlifeisahoneymoon official@gmail.com. Don't forget the official.
Yeah, official.
If it goes without the official, it goes somewhere.
We don't know those people.
And feel free to comment on YouTube, Spotify. Just please reach out to us. It's fun to hear from you.
We love it. We get so happy when we get a new comment or anything.
And yeah, if you'd like to support us, please buy us a digital Mickey pretzel at buymeacoffee.com/ourlifeisahoneymoon.
Yeah, absolutely. We so appreciate you guys being here with us yet again, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Yes.
All right, thanks. Good one, honey. There we have it.
Press the button.
Recorded, right?
Yeah, just struggling to turn it off.